welcome. This week our class is designed to work on our hip area and our core as well. So not only a really good workout for strengthening and flexibility through the hips, but on another level, working with these lower parts of the body really help us to ground ourselves, and it was really good to help with when there's transition and change happening in our lives. So sometimes we welcome change and other times we really resist it, but change is unavoidable. It's always happening on every level, on a macrocosm in the world, right down to our own microcosm with our ups and downs in life and our changes. Every cell in our body is changing at every moment. So the Buddhists call it impermanence, that constant change, and a big part of their teachings is that acceptance of change. And so yoga can really help us with that that grounding effect that we get from a class like today. So this is just to help with all that change and sometimes that anxiety and that feeling of being a bit overwhelmed when we're faced with change. So let's just start in a comfortable position. You can sit on your heels like me, or you might like to sit cross-legged, or maybe just the legs in front, whatever works. Let's just start interlacing the hands, palms are facing up. We'll inhale up to the chest. And exhale, push the palms out, round the back, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale up. Exhale. Interlace the hands behind, bring the chest out. And exhale, let's do that once more. Breathe in. And out. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. And exhale, just bring the hands around to sit on the thighs. I want you to come up onto the toes if that's comfortable for you. So like this, so sitting on the toes. And just do a few cat-cows from here. So inhale, push the chest out. And exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Interlace the fingers, draw the elbows together and just move the wrists around in one direction. Just warming up a little bit through those wrists. And back in the opposite direction. Back to center. Release. Release the toes. Whew, thank God for that. Big toes together, knees wide. Come back and sit in your wide-legged child's pose. And let's come back up to table position. So from table, to bring the knees a little closer together, and let's draw the right leg up and down, right leg out. Now you can either stay there, or if you like, you can extend the leg out and in and down and up, down, out, extend, down, up, down, out, extend, down, up, and hold. And release down. Ready for the other side, raise the opposite leg up and down, out, extend, down, up, down, out, extend, down, up, down, out. Last one, extend. Take the leg up, legs bent and hold. Bring it down. Good work. I want you to make your way up to downward dog. I'm happy to keep a nice little bend in the legs. I'm going to create that length through the spine that we're after. Take yourself for a little walk. And release. Walk the hands back. And let's just hang there in a forward fold. Wrap the hands around the elbows. And release. Inhale, keep that bend in the legs. Inhale all the way up. And exhale back to Tadasana. Walk to the front of your mat. Just going to pull my mat back a bit. Into your Tadasana position. Just bring the hands to prayer. Bring your awareness to the here and now. Connection of your feet to the floor. The touch of the palms together. Or lengthening through the crown. Release. Let's inhale up. And exhale down. Half lift. And down. Step the right leg back. Drop the knee or keep it up if you like. So move back to plank position. Let's just start by dropping the knees and slowly lowering down. Let's do a flow here of our cobras. So inhale, just come up slightly. Exhale. Inhale, same height or a bit higher if you like. Exhale. For one more, inhale to your height. And exhale. Make your way back to downward dog. Let's raise the right leg up. And step all the way through. Always feel free to drop to the knees if you want in that position. So, knees stacked over the ankle. Let's raise the arms up. Good. And then let's spread the fingers and bring the arms down to like the goddess arms, like this. And really open that chest. Feel the shoulder blades coming together behind you. We're going to bring the arms into eagle arms, so we're going to bring the right arm onto the left. If this doesn't suit your hands on shoulders, it's okay. Hold there, breathe in. And exhale, let's straighten through that front leg. You can hold it here, or if you can find a bit of balance in the space, lowering down a little to hold. Let's come up and unravel those arms, bring the hands back to the floor. Plant that left hand. We're going to raise the back leg and come into a revolved lunge. And come back down. Drop the back knee, release the back foot. Turn this right foot out to about 2 p.m. and raise the arch up a bit, so you're just allowing that hip to move out as you drop that left hip flexor towards the floor. We're just staying on the hands at this stage, not coming into it too low or too much at this stage. You might feel like you want to move a little from side to side if that feels good for you. back to center and just hold. Let's release gently out of this. Come back. Let's come back into plank position and lower all the way to the floor. Good. So just keep the hands where they are, forward on the floor, and raise both legs up. If it doesn't suit your back, just one leg at a time. Release, make your way back to wide-legged child's pose. And back through to downward dog. Raise the right leg, scorpion tail. We're going to come through to a pigeon flow, so bring the right knee to the right wrist. Release the back foot. Bring the hands out just like we did in cobra on the fingertips. Let's inhale. Exhale, bring the forehead to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Just stay here for a couple of breaths. Not holding it too long at this stage. And coming up, good work. Let's come back to downward dog. Walk it out. And then let's come back to plank and move through your flow whichever way suits you. You can come all the way to the floor on cobra or chaturanga, up dog if you wish. Work. Let's raise the left leg up and step all the way forward and drop back knee down. Good work. Raise the arms up, left knee stacked over the ankle. And draw those arms down to goddess arms, spread the fingers, feel that chest opening. We're going to move into eagle arms, so this time we'll bring the left under the right, breathing in and exhale. And release. Up, unravel those arms, hands back to the floor, plant that right hand, raise your back knee, revolved, lunge, just holding it there. And drop the back knee, bring the hand back down, left foot, move it out, turn the toes to 10 a.m. and raise that arch. Release your back foot, we're just going to stay on the hands here. And you might feel like just moving a little from side to side or just staying still. Whatever feels good for you. And back to center. Let's gently come out of this. So make your way back to downward dog. Raise the left leg, scorpion tail. And make your way through to pigeon, left knee to left wrist. Release the back foot. Bring the hands off the mat on the fingertips, breathe in, open the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting back up, bring the hands back in. Downward dog, go for a walk. And back to center. Come back to plank. Make your way through your flow, whichever way suits you. Back to downward dog. And back to plank and lower all the way to the floor. Move back a little bit. Stretch your arms out in front, forward on the floor as we raise the right leg up and hold. Raise the left arm. And lower down, left leg, right arm. Lower, opposite side. And lower, opposite side. And lower. Bring your thumbs to make fists. So thumbs, you're grabbing hold of the thumbs. Take the wrists out wider than your shoulders. And let's raise all limbs up off the floor. Keep your gaze down towards the mat so you're not crowding through the back of the neck. And release, good work. Make your way back, wide-legged child's pose. Feel that release through the back after that strengthening. Alright, let's make our way through down the dog. Let's raise the right leg up, three-legged dog. Bring the right knee through to the right elbow. Now you don't have to do this. You can stay in table position if you want. Right knee to left elbow. Hold. Inhale up. And step all the way forward. And come up to high lunge. So find your balance. And draw those inner legs towards each other. And moving to warrior two. Let's flip that front palm. I'm going to come back. That back arm comes around and grabs the top of the thigh, or reaching in that direction for peaceful warrior. And hold. Let's straighten the front leg. Arms come out. We're moving to Trikonasana. Breathe in. Reach forward. Keep that chest turned out. And raise the upper arm. So you don't want this hand resting too heavily here. You can be here if you like. Not resting too heavy. Because we're going to really use our core strength. I'm going to bring that arm over and bring this arm up. Trying to get a straight line down the side of the body here and hold. Keep turning that upper chest towards the ceiling. Let's come back to warrior two. Bring the hands behind the back. Just turn that back foot in a little more towards the front. Let's inhale. Coming into humble warrior, so we're going to bow down. So the right shoulder comes to the right knee as we drop the head. Or you can even bring that shoulder to the inside of the knee. As you drop down a little further. And let's release. And back to a plank position as we move into side plank, left hand to the center, as we open out to the right, here. So from here we're going to move into a variation of wild thing. Take that upper foot back, so we're on the ball of the foot. You can drop down. I don't like to rotate out too much here because it's really skews with the shoulder. So just a nice amount, really reaching that upper hand back and feeling this stretch across the body. Let's come back to plank position. Good work. Drop the knees. Just stretch back for a minute. And coming up. So we're coming into Dolphin Pose. So make your genie arms like this, one in front of the other. And bring the hands out, interlace the fingers. And come up into your Dolphin Pose. So just like downward dog, but we're on the forearms. We're looking back between the ankles. And we're going to move into plank position. And back up to Dolphin. It's okay if you walk the feet in a bit closer for Dolphin. And feet back. There's a couple of variations. So if there's anyone that likes headstands out there, you might like to be moving into a headstand, only if you're an experienced headstander. If you find this is a bit too much, you might just like to be in child's pose. Back to plank. Drop the knees. Wide-legged child's pose. Walking back. Let's just tuck the toes, keep the knees wide. Just coming into a wide-legged balancing squat. And bring the hands into prayer. Release, make your way through to plank position. Make your way through your flow, either down to the floor and cobra or chaturanga. Dog. And back to down dog. Let's raise the left leg up, three-legged dog. Knee to left elbow and hold. Inhale up. Knee to right elbow and hold. Inhale up. And step forward. Find your high lunge. If you need to turn the back foot out, that's fine. Try and keep the feet still hip width apart and drawing those inner legs towards each other. As we come into Warrior Two, flip that front palm, come into Peaceful Warrior. Back to Warrior Two, straighten the front leg, come into Trikonasana. Really open that chest out. Raise the arm up. Don't rest this hand too strongly. Really feel like you're raising the body up with your own strength or holding the body up with your own strength. Bring this arm up close to the ear and raise the other arm. Trying to create a relatively straight line through that edge of the body there. Back to Warrior Two, interlace. We're coming to Humble Warrior. Turn the back foot in a little, breathe in, and left shoulder to knee. You can drop the head, or drop the head. You can drop that shoulder to the inside of the knee if you like. Let the crown just drop towards the floor. Pushing your weight back through that back foot. And let's release. Back to plank position. Coming into half side plank, or side plank, sorry. If you want to do half version, feel free to drop that bottom there. I'm holding here. If you want, drop that back foot. I like to come down just to re-establish through my shoulder. Lifting up. A stretch through the front of the body feels great. And coming back. Good work. Downward dog. I'm going to go through a flow. If you don't wish to, you can just come into table and do a couple of cat-cows. Back up. Let's raise the right leg up. And step all the way forward. And turn around towards me. You can use blocks here if you want, or just if you're okay with reaching to the floor. We're just going to bend, this will be your left leg. Come over, bend the right, just walking the hands over a little bit. Coming over to the left this time. Now you can either just engage that arm with the inner leg, hands flat to the floor on your blocks and stay there. Or if you can come down a bit deeper into a Skandasana, feel free. Lots of options here. You can be on the ball of the foot if you like, and hold. Let's release and move over to the other side. So either just engage that arm with the inner leg and stay here, or drop down and hold. Release, and coming back up through center. So just turn the feet so they're in line with the edge of the mat, hands to the hips, bend the knees, rolling yourself up and turning the feet out. So coming down into a goddess squat, let's bring those arms up, feel that chest opening out. Good work. I want you to bring the forearms together. I want you to inhale. So we exhale down, bring the left hand in front, the index and the thumb, cross over, draw that bow. Inhale. Opposite side, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release the hands to the hips and walk back in. Okay. Actually, while we're here, so feet just a little further than hip width apart. So we're going to move from over to the left foot. We'll come into like a one-legged Tadasana, raise the arms up. As we exhale, hands come into prayer and move the leg back. You're welcome to move the arms out if that suits you. For warrior three, bring the hands back, raise that leg up and cross it over as we come down the standing pigeon. You can leave the hands on the knee and heel or reach them to the floor. And let's come up, raise the leg, inhale, and down. Shift your weight to the right, inhale, one-legged Tadasana, and move back to warrior three. Coming forward, inhale, and exhale into standing pigeon. Inhale and exhale. Good work. Come back up to the front of your mat. Inhale up. And exhale all the way down. Just hold that forward bend here. You might even like to bring the hands to the back of the lower legs and just draw the body in towards the legs. Let's come into a half lift. And release. We're just going to step back to table, right leg, left leg. Good work. And coming back onto our sit bones. Bring the legs out in front. Hands on the back of the thighs as we rock back up onto the tailbone, nice and long through the back. As we raise the legs up and hold. You can release the arms if you want. So this is option 1, you just stay here. Option 2, you just stay here. Or option 3, you can take that leg down a bit lower and swap. And move with me. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and right, and hold. And release. Good work. So we're coming into forward fold. That's going to take any tension out of the back that we felt from that core work. So take the legs out in front, inhale, and exhale down to your forward fold. Feel free to have something under your knees. If your back doesn't like the forward fold, just give it a little bit of release through underneath the knees. Let's release. Bring your hands just behind the body, on the outside of the hips. You have the fingers facing to the front or even out a little bit. I like mine out a little bit. I think it's just my shoulders. So just doing what feels right for you. So bend the legs. I'm going to move up into an upward facing table. I'm going to come back now. You can either come back and just sit the buttocks on the floor here, or you might be able to scoot yourself through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, in and out, in, out, in, hold, and out, hold. And release. Good work. Scoot up to the front of your mat. Round the back like a ball. We're going to rock back and forth. If you don't like this, just on your back, rocking from side to side. Try and work with the breath. Inhale. As you exhale, we compress the body. Inhale. And if you're rolling and you feel comfortable to come up and spend a moment on the shoulders here, feel free. And if you feel comfortable coming back to plough, we're going to come back to plough pose now. If plough's not for you, you can stay on your back. You can grab a block and place it onto your lower back and just lift the hips up. So you can just stay here, okay? If your body, it doesn't suit what we're doing. If you like the rolls on the plough, come back and just balance on the shoulders for a moment. And then release the legs back. And keep the hands on the back if you feel more supported. If your toes are tucked comfortably though, you can release the hands. feel it slowly come out. Bring the hands under the back if you like, and slowly release the legs back down. Well done. So bend the legs, get the body nice and aligned. Bring the feet together and walk them out again. Bring your right leg over your left. And tuck under for eagle legs if you can, or just sitting beside. Scoot the hips over to the right a bit. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop the knees down to the left, taking your gaze to the opposite side. And then back up. Align yourself, centered again. Walk the feet out, left over the right. Scoot the hips to the left, breathe in. And exhale. Center. Raise the legs up for happy baby. So the last pose for the class. And release. Make your way into your Shavasana position. Something under the knees if you like, grabbing a blanket, whatever you need to make yourself as comfortable as possible for our final relaxation. Just allow the eyes to close gently, allow your body to settle, feeling the gentle pull of gravity as your body starts to relax. Feeling the floor beneath you offering its support. Let your body feel the sensation of sinking into the earth. Let the eyes and face be soft. Let the shoulders drop. Notice any parts of the body that feel heavy or light, tight or relaxed. However you feel in this moment is perfectly okay. There's no right or wrong. We're simply tuning in and noticing. And as you become still, bring your attention to the breath. Taking a few deep inhalations and nice deep exhalations. And now allow the breath to settle and to find its own natural rhythm. Noticing how the body moves in response to the breath. Sense the coolness of the breath as it enters the body through the nostrils. And sense the warmth on your upper lip as it exits the body. Feel the weight of your body on the floor again and allow yourself to completely surrender to it. Allow yourself to feel the effect of gravity on your body. Feel the floor solid and firm beneath you. back to the room, feeling the movement of the breath in the body again. When you're ready, you can blink the eyes open or just start to move the body. Slowly making your way onto your right side and up into a sitting position. And feel free to join me for 3 mantra OMs or just to listen, whatever suits. Hands in prayer, thumbs at heart center. Inhale. Bring the thumbs to the eyebrow center and repeat after me. Namaste. Thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed the class and I'll see you next week. Thanks.